If you're like me, then while you're trying to sleep, your mind is racing, full of every single thing you did today and basically every random thought. In this video, I'm going to show you some ways to quiet that little voice in your head. My number one favorite thing to do when I can't sleep is drink some hot milk chocolate. I've been doing this ever since I was little, and it always helps me go to sleep so much. So first, you're just going to need some cocoa mix. Any kind will work. I don't really suggest the Great Value brand because it didn't end up tasting that well, and I ended up adding a different mix to it. And then you're going to need some milk, whatever kind you prefer. I like skim milk. And then any mug of your choice. The bigger the mug, the sleepier you tend to get. So I just took this pretty big rooster mug, and then I poured my milk in. And then after this, you're going to put it in the microwave. I would suggest a minute to a minute and a half. I put mine in for a minute. After it's done, be super careful about taking it out. You might want to take some hot pads or oven mitts or something to take it out. Mine wasn't too hot, so it was okay. And then you're going to be taking your hot chocolate mix and taking however many spoonfuls you desire. The more spoonfuls, the more chocolate you will taste, and putting that in your milk. You can always just have hot milk instead, but I like to add this because hot milk doesn't taste that good to me. And then you can add like marshmallows, anything you really want to spice it up. I just like mine like this, and after that you are done. So enjoy your milk and go to sleep. Now, it may be a commonly known fact, but tea is really great to drink before bed because it really makes you tired. I don't know, maybe it's just hot liquids, but I decided to make some tea. So I'm just filling it up with some water in my tea kettle. You can always just heat it in the microwave if you don't have a tea kettle or if you just don't have the time. But I don't know, I like how it tastes when it's heated up on the stove. So I just put my burner on high, and then I went to go get my tea bag while I was waiting for the water to boil, basically. So I just went through my tea container and I decided on huckleberry tea. Stay away from any type of peppermint tea. That is going to totally wake you up, and that is not what we want. So really any other tea besides that should be fine. Tea is not really my favorite, so I took a small little mug to put my tea in, and then after my kettle was whirring, I took it off of the stove, and then I poured all of the very hot water into my mug. You can tell it's super hot because it is steaming. And then I stuck my tea bag in there, and I waited 5-ish minutes. And while I was waiting, I went and got some honey because I like my tea sweet. And if you didn't know, if you add honey to tea, it makes it very sweet. So all you have to do is just add as much honey as you want until it's as sweet as you want, but make sure you take out the tea bag first. That could get a little nasty. So I poured in all of my honey and then mixed it around with my spoon. And if your tea was still hot, you could add some ice in it to cool it down really easily. And after that, you are done with your tea. So go ahead, drink up, and then go right to bed. And I promise it'll be so much easier to sleep. The next thing I want to talk to you about is this app called Sleep Cycle. It is maybe $2-3 on the App Store, maybe even $1. But basically, it has an alarm and it tries to wake you up in your lightest sleep phase. But a really cool thing about this app is that if you go to settings, you can put on a sleep aid, and you can just pick a noise and it'll help you fall asleep. So if you like to listen to waves, then you can listen to waves. And then you go over to alarm, set it for your wake up time. Sure, you are connected to a charger, and listen to those sounds until you fall asleep. Okay, so that is it for my at-home ways to go to sleep better. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, comment down below what you want to try, and go ahead and click that subscribe button. And all of my links are to the side, and last week's video is down below, so go ahead and click on that. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!